The 1991 D. Lincoln Memorial Penny, struck at the Denver Mint, is a small yet historically rich coin that holds a special place in U.S. numismatic circles due to its legacy, design precision, and rare error varieties that can fetch up to $3,000 in today's coin market. At first glance, this coin may appear common, part of the hundreds of millions minted for general circulation, but a closer examination reveals a wealth of history and potential value. The obverse of the coin features the enduring portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which first appeared in 1909 to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday, and has since become one of the most iconic American coin designs. On the obverse, the inscriptions include, "In God We Trust" above Lincoln's head, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1991 along with the D mint mark indicating the coin's origin at the Denver Mint. On the reverse side, designed by Frank Gasparo, we see the detailed Lincoln Memorial, complete with the tiny but visible statue of Lincoln between the pillars, an artistic achievement that gives the coin symbolic depth, representing unity and strength. Above the memorial is the motto, United States of America. The Latin phrase, E pluribus unum, is placed just beneath, and 1 cent is boldly centered at the bottom. The 1991 D penny is made from a copper-plated zinc composition, comprising 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, a cost-saving measure that replaced the traditional bronze alloy starting in 1982, further highlighting the coin's importance as part of a modern minting era. Over 416 billion 1991 D Lincoln pennies were produced, which makes it seem like this coin would be of little collector interest. However, within this massive mintage lie several rare error coins and exceptionally high-grade examples that stand out for their numismatic value. Coins that exhibit perfect or near-perfect condition, particularly those graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC, are extremely scarce and can command hundreds to several $1,000s, depending on demand and auction dynamics. But the most exciting finds are error coins, including double die obverses, off-center strikes, die cracks, cuds, and even wrong plancher strikes, errors that occurred during the minting process and are now cherished by collectors for their uniqueness. One such 1991 D penny error includes examples struck on a bronze plancher, a leftover from earlier years, producing a coin that not only weighs more, approximately 3.1 grams compared to the standard 2.5 grams, but also contains a significant amount of copper, increasing its intrinsic and market value. These bronze plancher error coins have sold at auction for up to $3,000 or more, depending on their certification and physical condition. Other valuable errors include strikes on dime planchers, producing undersized pennies with incomplete designs, or broad-struck coins that lack the collar shape and exhibit distorted edges. A verified and slabbed example of a 1991 D penny with a dramatic mint error can draw intense interest at auction, particularly if it's visually appealing and well-preserved. Collectors also prize full red, RD examples, coins that retain their original copper red color from minting, over red-brown, RB, or brown, BN, varieties, as luster and eye appeal heavily influence valuation. A 1991 D Lincoln penny graded MS67 RD can easily bring a few $100s, while a MS68 RD, if ever confirmed and auctioned, could approach or exceed the $3,000 mark, especially if it's the finest known example in a registry set. High-end collectors and competitive registry builders often seek the absolute best, and such extreme quality examples of an otherwise common date become significant prizes. Beyond errors and condition rarity, the coin carries historical resonance as part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which spanned from 1959 to 2008, before being replaced by the Lincoln Bicentennial Cents and eventually the Lincoln Union Shield, reverse design in 2010. The 1991 D issue serves as a midpoint in the long-running Memorial series and also reflects the U.S. Mint's technological advancements in die creation and plancher consistency during the late 20th century. The Denver Mint, known for striking coins with generally strong strikes and fewer production anomalies, still produced a notable range of collectible errors in 1991, reminding collectors that surprises can emerge from any batch. What elevates the 1991 D penny even further is its growing visibility in online coin communities, auctions, and forums. where discoveries of unique varieties and misstrikes often go viral, prompting more collectors to examine their pocket change and coin rolls. This public excitement feeds into the larger trend of coin collecting gaining momentum among new generations, turning once overlooked issues like the 1991 D into hot items. Additionally, the coin appeals to both casual collectors and advanced numismatists due to its accessibility in circulated form and the thrill of hunting down rarer varieties. Even well-circulated examples can be educational tools, helping beginners learn to spot mint marks, surface quality differences, and strike anomalies. The educational value of coins like the 1991 D Lincoln penny cannot be overstated. They serve as tangible connections to American history, manufacturing, art, and economics. For those with a keen eye and a bit of luck, this penny might also be a ticket to unexpected treasure. It's also worth noting that the popularity of coin roll hunting, CRH, and YouTube numismatic channels has significantly raised awareness of high-value pennies hiding in plain sight, and the 1991 D penny has been featured in several viral videos where lucky collectors have revealed their discoveries worth thousands. This further adds excitement and intrigue to the coin story, ensuring that its place in the hobby continues to grow. As of today, a typical circulated 1991 D penny might only be worth face value or a few cents, but error coins or those in mint state grades, especially those certified by PCGS or NGC, can range anywhere from $50 to $3,000, depending on the coin's unique traits and rarity. Collectors are advised to check weight, inspect for striking anomalies, and consider professional grading if a coin appears unusual or in pristine condition. Ultimately, the 1991 D Lincoln Memorial Penny is more than just a 1-cent piece. It's a coin filled with potential, history, and hidden value. It represents the intersection of mass production and individual rarity, the legacy of a beloved president, and the evolving art of American coinage. Whether found in circulation or purchased at auction, this coin reminds us that sometimes the most ordinary-looking items in our lives might carry extraordinary stories and unexpected worth. Next up, the 1988 D Washington Quarter, minted in Denver, is one of those coins that may appear common at first glance but holds hidden potential for numismatists and collectors alike. Struck as part of the long-running Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the 1988 D Quarter carries both historical significance and, in certain rare cases, immense market value, sometimes reaching as high as $33,000 at auction. The obverse of the coin features the familiar profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, with the inscriptions "Liberty" above, "In God We Trust" to the left, and the date 1988 below his neckline. The small but crucial D, mint mark, found just to the right of the ribbon in Washington's hair, identifies the coin as being minted in Denver. On the reverse, we see the proud and powerful image of a bald eagle perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches below, symbolizing America's readiness for war and hope for peace, surrounded by the inscriptions, United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and the denomination $quarter. Composed of copper-nickel clad over a pure copper core, the coin weighs 5.67 grams and has a reeded edge. In circulated condition, billions of these quarters were made and used in everyday transactions, leading most to assume that the 1988 D is just another ordinary pocket coin. However, deep within this massive mintage lie exceptionally rare varieties, and error coins that have stunned collectors by fetching prices in the tens of thousands, the most sought-after examples being pristine, mint-state pieces with major minting errors or die anomalies. Among the most valuable 1988 D Washington quarters are those struck with errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, broad strikes, and most notably, wrong planchet. Errors, where a quarter is accidentally struck on a planchet intended for another denomination like a penny or nickel. These error coins are not only visually dramatic, but extremely rare, making them incredibly appealing to serious collectors and registry set builders. Coins with off-metal errors, such as a 1988 D quarter struck on a nickel planchet, exhibit missing design elements and unusual coloration, often leading to values between $2,000 and $10,000, depending on their condition and visibility of the error. However, the most astonishing variety known is the 1988 D quarter, with dramatic die breaks and full brockages, with one particular example reaching a staggering $33,000 in a private auction due to its combination of rarity, exceptional strike, and visual appeal. Furthermore, certified examples in ultra-high grades such as MS68 or MS69, especially with a full strike and untoned luster, are extremely hard to find and command thousands even without visible minting errors. In fact, population reports from major grading services like PCGS and NGC confirm that very few 1988 D quarters have been certified in these uppermost grades, making them elite in the world of Washington quarters. Adding to the intrigue is the fact that in 1988, the U.S. Mint was transitioning into greater use of automated die production techniques, which introduced both improved consistency and occasional machine-driven anomalies. These mechanical shifts sometimes resulted in RPMs, repunched mint marks, or machine doubling, both of which are actively sought after by error collectors. A repunched D mint mark on a 1988 D quarter, if sharply visible and well-centered, can add significant premium, especially if certified by a major grading company. Another nuance of the 1988 D series includes examples with die chips, also called CUDs, which create raised blobs of metal due to fractures on the die itself. When these die chips occur in notable places such as on Washington's face or near the eagle's wings, they become known as named varieties, such as the bunny ear or drooling George, and can add considerable market interest and value. Collectors also look for double dies, though rare in the 1988 D issue, where the inscriptions or parts of the design appear doubled due to a misalignment during the die creation process. A genuine doubled die, obverse or reverse, can easily push a coin's value into the thousands, especially when in uncirculated condition. What elevates the 1988 D quarter even further is the growing popularity of coin roll hunting, CRH, and online auctions where collectors frequently share discoveries and newly recognized varieties. This communal excitement and real-time sharing of finds have driven prices higher and raised awareness of coins that were once overlooked. It is not uncommon to see average-looking coins being sold on platforms like eBay for $100–300 simply because they show early signs of anomalies, and well-documented coins from known collections can go viral, increasing their value exponentially. Additionally, demand from registry set builders, collectors aiming to build the finest known complete sets of quarters by year and mint, drives up the price of top-graded specimens. A registry-quality 1988 D quarter with an MS68 RD grade and no visible contact marks can be a fierce object of bidding wars at elite auctions, resulting in record-setting prices that can even reach or surpass the $33,000 mark, especially if the coin is a top pop, finest known. Beyond its market value, the 1988 D quarter represents a piece of American history during a period of economic growth, presidential transition, and evolving minting technology. While most people saw the coin as a mere unit of commerce, hidden among billions are examples that encapsulate both artistic excellence and unexpected financial treasure. These quarters serve as a reminder that numismatics is not just about collecting old coins, it's about discovering stories, anomalies, and historical moments etched in metal. Every detail, from the strike quality to the mint mark position and luster, contributes to a coin's story and potential value. Even subtle differences like die polishing lines, plancher flaws, or weak strikes can mean the difference between a face value quarter and one worth thousands. Because of this, collectors are encouraged to inspect their change carefully, invest in magnification tools, and consider grading their most promising finds. The 1988 D Washington quarter is therefore not just another coin, it's a potential hidden gem, with regular examples worth only face value. It is the rare errors, pristine conditions, and unique mint anomalies that give this coin its stunning collectible power. The excitement of discovering such a coin in circulation, or a coin roll, is what keeps collectors motivated and curious. If you ever come across a shiny, well-struck 1988 D quarter with odd features or flawless condition, take a second look. You might just be holding a $33,000 treasure in the palm of your hand.